I'm really excited about starting and documenting this journey. When I met with my doctor a couple weeks ago, I asked him what he thought about glucose monitors. He said, well, you're not diabetic, you have a family history of diabetes, so it probably isn't a bad thing to test out. And so here we are. I am not a doctor. I am an engineer. I've done a bunch of flight testing on helicopters and tactical fighter jets, done all sorts of environmental testing from undersea, in the air, on the surface, land and water-based, up at altitude, just everywhere you can think of. This is going to be a journey different than you've probably seen other people do. I'm going to look at this from the human factor standpoint. How usable is it from a broad range of people, from young adults up to the elderly? People that really could benefit from this device. And I'm going to learn personally what kind of food and activities spike my glucose so that I can ideally prevent from getting type 2 diabetes. I work out a lot, I try to eat right, I try to keep my weight down. This is hopefully going to give me some sort of sensor. Medical devices like this will be preventative medicine and will all benefit. I have downloaded the app. Let's get started. A couple things right off the bat. Abbott, why no QR code? It just says at the bottom, go to Freestyle Libre 3. Well, the problem with the App Store is a bunch of people try to put apps in hoping that you're going to take their app. You have to go to the Abbott's app. And the rating on it's 3.6. But come on, Abbott, you're a multi-billion-dollar pharmaceutical company. You should be able to come up with a 4 or a 5-star app, for gosh sakes. I've done a whole bunch of research. Hopefully, to optimize my performance. The first thing you do is important. Before using the sensor applicator, make sure that you have an alcohol wipe, 70% isopropyl. Abbott, why not just include an alcohol wipe in here? I don't have an alcohol wipe, but I do have isopropyl alcohol. I've already washed the area thoroughly, and I'm just going to do this. And I'm ambidextrous. I do a lot of things with my left hand. I write with my right hand. I am a left side sleeper, so that's why it's going on the right side. Never done this before. As I loosen this up, I'm thinking an elderly person may have problems with this. You might want to get the gripper pad or something like that. So then you untwist it. It's offset and it's got a little needle. You want the fatty part of the arm. You don't want to go on the side, although a lot of people happen to do it on the side. You want to go in right here. So I'm going to get one shot at this. I guess all you do is just line it up. Push down firmly. It's not supposed to hurt. Ah! No, it doesn't hurt at all. There's a little bit of pressure. Gently pull away. Sensor installed. A lot of people say push around the sides, and I'm going to do that. Since I don't trust myself and I'm fairly active, I bought some of these circular patches that I'm going to put over the sensor. Boy, you can barely feel it's there. In the United States, I'm pretty sure you need a doctor's prescription, or you can go online and pay way too much money for it. Each one of these are running for me with my insurance program around 38 bucks a piece. So I got 2 sensors for the month, and the prescription was for a whole year of these things. And now I'm going to follow the patch instructions. It's got a circular area, all very sticky. I'm going to try to line it up as best as I can. I'm actually going to go off camera and do this with a mirror, so I make sure I get this right, and then I'll come back on and show you what it looks like. I installed the fixation patch. That shiny piece is part of a top layer. You got to be careful because the actual patch itself is a little sensitive and you don't want to peel that off. But you got to be careful because you can rip the protective layer of the patch. I'm just pushing it around, make sure it's nice and flush. Now that the sensor is installed, go into the Libre 3 app, take the back of your phone, line it up to activate the sensor, and then you have 60 minutes before the sensor's ready. I guess it's just kind of getting an average reading, whatever it is. One of the things that I noticed is you need to have Bluetooth, which makes sense, but can I listen to something with a headset and use the sensor at the same time? Can I shut off the Bluetooth link, or do I lose the data for some strange reason? I think this thing is advanced and complex enough that it probably retains the data inside, but we'll see. These are all impressions of a first-time user who's never used a glucose monitor before. I don't know how long I'm going to do this, maybe a couple months. It's not cheap, but if it helps me from getting type 2 diabetes, I'm all about it. Thumbs up and comments always appreciated. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in all sorts of evaluations of technology, making and breaking things, designs of all kinds, home repairs, I even do costumes, cosplay, and props. Check out my channel. Please subscribe, because you never know what you're going to see. Stay tuned for future videos, or they're already posted up there or down below, as I learn all sorts of things, eating, working out with this sensor.